They're providing a critical service for our D&D.
And I voted once. Okay, look. Want me out here?
Do you
for
only
a
vote for
hour?
the president once?
I don't even like voting for the president. Normally I have to say I'm gonna go vote and then hang out in my car for a few hours.
Hell yeah.
I do the exact same thing.
I just declare it.
You're telling me I get paid for Sam going to vote for like 2 hours for free?
So for me, it's like my in-laws are really big on it, and I'm like, but I don't care. I mean, I guess I don't want gas to be $4 a gallon.
Sounds
Imagine it just
amazing.
being
What are you
$4 a
talking
gallon.
about?
That would be nice, I guess. Oh my god, that reminds me. I saw this thing where it was an electric car plant. It's the biggest one they've ever built, and it requires its own coal factory to keep it running.
Ironic.
I love that.
Like, I'm not sure if you realize this, but electric batteries charge. They don't create energy. So it has to come from somewhere.
Magically produce the energy from nothing.
It's not a bunch of hamsters on a wheel. Although,
We should switch to Flintstone fuel.
Do you mean running?
Yes.
They tried that
Just
with
push-
bird scooters, it didn't work.
You push the car with your feet.
kind of makes you wonder how Fred Flintstone had a belly on him.
Right?
You're the fat
Man
ass.
was fucking putting down the food constantly.
Sir, how? Literally how?
He had dino steaks.
Yabba dabba diabetes.
You see those ribs they put on his car?
That was just his order.
My goodness.
He had a glandular problem.
Oh. Me, dude. I was not ready for Yabba Dabba diabetes.
That's what happened last week. We starting.
All right, yeah. Let's do the thing.
Well, last week we started off with everyone one by one returning to the Chrysantine Hold. Doesn't really matter what order people came back in. People returned, had conversations with the familiar faces. I know. Clint spoke with Dorn and Briggy. Bradford. No, I kept wanting to say Garth. Reunited with Erica. Did Lucian? No, Lucian didn't talk to. Lucian spoke to Jericho, and Jericho realized something was up with his arm, which we'll get back to later. Flora successfully snuck up on Jericho, which goes to show how well her training with Captain Kane went.
Yeah, you know.
And
Oh, no, I got a cramp.
oh, sorry. Seraph and Booyag arrived on the scene as well, and saw Jericho's new kit. And we had a reunion luncheon, dinner, meal, something, and regaled each other with tales of how our training went. Which, of course, Jericho did sort of not really grill, but almost immediately bring up Lucian's arm, which he did show off to everyone, and it looks as though it's sort of being rejected by his body. Which I do want to ask, because it wasn't clear in the moment, and I didn't ask. But the arm that's attached to him now, is it his old arm reattached, or is it a new arm grown?
I mean, it'd be regenerated, yeah.
Okay, so the arm that was originally attached to him is no longer there.
Presumably, yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably be like mad necrotized by the time you got it anywhere.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Right. And all the talk of how freaky weird Lucian's rotting arm is, kind of put him into a panic, and we had to calm him down a bit. But we do need to sort of investigate that at some point, potentially. Clint, I think, played a little bit of a keep away with his training story, because it wasn't really training as far as I could tell, right?
Yeah.
He didn't reunite with his lady love, Shrina Shamash, and claimed it was better that way, like a liar. Tragic
Yeah.
hero indeed. Bradford, your fuck, it was a lot. You actually went into an in-depth story about your training. So how did that go? Do you want to summarize it? I think he's away from his computer, so never mind. And Jericho spoke about how. Oh, and Lucian is also working on something with Rocket, who actually stayed behind to. Yeah, sorry. Who actually stayed behind to keep working on it, and he does want to go back to that sometime soon. And Jericho spoke about how he trained in the art of swordsmanship with Cat and Maven, sliced at waterfalls for several weeks, read a neat book, did carpentry with John of Warbrick. It was a fun time. Then after our little luncheon, we spoke to Doran the next day. I'm not skipping over anything, and skipping over anything, am I? I don't think I am.
You're good, I think.
I mean, Tu told you about what he did.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Tu went and tried looking for Jag's tribe,
Yeah.
only to
Damn it.
learn that they all fell to the dark, and he kind of had to kill them all. Which
Don't worry,
not really
Jag,
happy
you have a new
ending.
family.
Ooh, we did all have a fun time during our little training months. So that's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. All things considered, could have been worse.
And
Yeah.
Cleo said they went to Del Troy after working on something savage.
Right. What were you doing
To
in Del
test it
Troy?
out. They were killing gangsters in Del Troy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're
They
trying to
just
make it
started
a
a
little
gang
bit of
war.
a better place. Playing vigilante. Hopefully successfully. I guess time will tell. By the time we get there, maybe it'll be 1% cleaner, like a planet in Helldivers.
Unless it's Malevelon Creek, then it will never increase.
Right. But yeah, the next day, we all gathered up to speak to Doran, who hatched a plan to try and get Castor back, which I believe boiled down to using our fight with the Kalem Yurthax as a reference, a sort of place where the sort of border between our current plane of existence, whether it's a prison or not, is sort of thinner. Is that right? There's a sort of portal to where
correct.
Castor is. Yeah. So we gathered up anyone who was to be involved in this and went to the scene. And we split up into our teams. Some people, the non-humans, went to the lowest level of this. I think it was a mine or some kind of chasm.
Correct.
Whereas in the middle team was Doran and the people protecting him as he kept this portal open, and then us at the top side, making sure that nothing came in to that chasm. Fighting commenced. We all showed off our cool little goodies. I think was Booyag the only person to make it into the portal?
Him and Goddard, yeah.
Him and Goddard. And Cop, do you want to talk about what you saw in there?
Would be cool.
He said
How you-
He's not here.
Damn.
Oh, God dang it!
Shit, the fucking
Wow.
taught me today.
Well, someone that can remember it better because
Yeah.
I was starting to fade during the last few
Him
minutes
and-
of session.
Him and Goddard made it in due to an opening that was made. In there, Quint managed to discern where Castor was by just sort of fiendishly, telepathically trying to sense, and then he alerted 2, and then 2 managed to look around in this misty haze, this eternal cloudscape, and since his search zone got narrowed, he managed to find Castor. From there, Castor got approached a little bit. He dragged him a bit closer. Quint swapped place with Castor, and then Lucian UT'd Castor out from the little gap that we had.
I remember there was also something about Booyog being a ghost-faced killer rogue that helped him navigate like the mist zone or whatever.
Yeah, he had an
Correct,
easier
yeah.
time because it was
Familiar.
supposedly, if I don't know how much our characters know this, but the deep ethereal is a land of ghosts and specters.
Hmm.
It's also supposed where the mist is from. So him being a ghost-faced killer means that he's sort of in a homeland advantage. And that's it.
Jericho went nuts with his mini T3.
Yep. He
Two
went sicko mode.
2 went sicko mode with his T2. Seraph did with their T2. Is there anything else?
I mean, yeah, Bradford turned into a dragon. held
yeah,
up in the portal for a
Bradford
little
turned
bit.
into Rathalos.
Bradford turned into goddamn Rathalos. I was just waiting to see if you would like mention that one. And I was like, anything else? Like, okay, cool.
Do you want to post the art again?
I don't have it offhand.
Yeah,
But we
Bradford
go-
was holding the door open.
I mean, you could literally just throw your token on there.
That is true, but it's not fucking popping up for me for some reason.
Yeah, try to see if I could get it to do the size
There we go.
differential, like I somehow accidentally did,
Come on. There we
but
go.
like
Sorry.
yeah, I couldn't make
There
it
it is.
stick.
Teeny tiny.
The portal started closing in response to something, and Bradford was able to like hold it open, like tear it back open.
Dragons and portals. I don't know how they work exactly, but it lets them do cool shit.
It's like magnets. The fucking flex.
It's supposed to be like mid roaring kind of thing, like you're lurching forward, but also it does entirely. He is definitely just flexing. And it's like, you know what? I'm cool with that actually.
Yeah.
Red Dragon's flex, man.
I'll make guns work on dark ones. We got lefty and righty right here.
By the way, what was the token that was up here earlier?
Yeah, it was like a lizard fellow with a blue and green going on.
What token?
It's for that character Nunya.
Guess I don't remember.
Who?
Guess I don't remember. It's
Oh,
alright.
there was also one last tiny note that was pointed out when we were looking at all of these wonderful tokens of all of our class members, minus Clint. And then,
Mhm.
definitely
you're
didn't go like,
looking
oh man,
at
that's crazy, that's wild. I just don't. Oh, there's a Clint.
Been there the whole time.
Still
Yeah.
don't trust that.
Yeah.
See, the best part is, since I'm sick, you can't even trust my reactions being genuine right now.
Yeah, that
Regardless, you'll be
Failed
monotone
by-
about it.
Yeah.
Sick Crash is honestly one of my favorite alter egos. It's my favorite, like one of the best, skins you can pick in the game.
Hey, yo,
The
Plague
voice actor just
skin.
knocked it out the park.
let's fucking go, dude.
that's Clunt down there.
Clunt.
Like, have you ever heard of the show Daria?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Sick Clint could be part of Daria. Because everyone sounds so
Everyone's
apathetic
monotone.
about everything.
Everyone's monotone of that show.
Isn't Daria what you get when you eat too much Taco Bell?
God damn it.
I think any amount of Taco Bell is too much Taco Bell.
Sorry.
I'm a no
never
taco
this
guy.
character.
So, having finished and extracted from the mine,
Mhm. The mine.
one caster in tow, what do y'all do?
Ascertain Castor's medical situation. How's he looking? Is he malnourished? Is he
Is
injured?
dehydrated. Wait, would dehydrate fall into malnourished?
Technically,
Does he
yes.
need a Kit Kat?
Okay.
Does he need a Kit Kat? Does he need a break of Twix?
Bradford has both.
You wish. you wish you got the
I invented Kit Kats.
Just looks really, really tired.
Commence hug.
Meds.
I commence hug.
Deploying
Definitely throws like a weak arm around you. And just looks up and says, I thought I was going to be lost in there forever.
Not if we could help it. Happy to have you back.
He just does a slight nod. When we get back, have some things to talk about.
Surely.
Does he have his ring on him?
Was about
Certainly
to
does.
say. Ah! That's bad. That's really bad.
He's weak. He's weak. He's weak. I'll walk up. I'm gonna try to take it off of him.
Yeah, you bully him a little.
Yeah, I bully
Bully
him. a little.
him.
I clutch at my fist. And I motion towards Chrysantine Hold. I will scout my way back. I give him a pat on the arm and welcome before I leave. Get this.
I
ring
imagine
away
he
from-
goes to say, like, what? And you silence him?
single finger up like Victor in his token.
You do. You just hear Briggy say, all right, no use standing around here forever waiting to get ambushed. Get out of here before something happens. One, two, three, four, five.
How far are we from Boggy Willow?
That's an
Not
interesting
too
question.
far. It's probably like 15 miles north.
So in theory, we could head that way. How long would it take for us to march 15 miles?
With our marching training,
Probably
Or
not
like-
long.
half a day, right? I'd reckon.
Ooh, why? Is that what you're trying to do?
Maybe.
Because that would make something easier. Heading back, you've got 14 people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, 15. Floor doesn't count.
This is...
I think I might take a detour back to Boggy Willow. Since we're in the neighborhood.
The site where Jericho and his class made their final stand, that was
Also
by
not
Rocky
too
Below, right?
far, correct.
Yeah.
It was near.
South and east of it.
hmm In that case, Jericho probably stops in his tracks. Walk over to Goddard. Hand the ring back to him. Not back to him, but hand the ring to him.
nods, salutes.
Yeah, I
It's
was
the
just trying.
trekking.
He could probably extrapolate that. I want that to go back to the hands of Commander Donner for safekeeping.
You get the feeling he understands the assignment.
He understands the assignment. He's Goddard. Very good.
He's really a gnome born, or hobgoblin born in a gnome body. Do that.
Can you add a language to Goddard's sheet that just is like that? So he'll always know what to do.
Assignment details. He's proficient in this.
He always knows what to do.
I think Jericho will say to you, Clint, if you are headed that way, I would like to accompany.
Who else wants to tag along?
It would break up our group if we were. Yeah, it would break up our group in a beneficial way, considering we can't exactly all go back at the same time. So, I'd be interested. Hope they're.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting the feeling. Perfect. I'm getting the feeling that what's coming up soon might be the end of days, so. Doesn't hurt to go back to where it all started. Answer any last questions with a difference in eyes.
All right then. We have our objectives. Let's proceed. We will see you back at the compound.
Don't lose him a second time, eh?
Ricky just looks at you. Fingers to eyes. Back to you.
Godspeed, Watchman.
At a game, we fucked ourselves because we were gonna pin the blame on Caster, but we never got around to pinning the blame on Caster. But now we have Caster.
Mm-hmm.
We
Fucked
could.
ourselves.
We're fucked.
No, the ring assessed.
I think we'll have to play
Assuming that the
Carolyn
ring-
again.
Does instant
Well,
connection.
Commander Donner and them we're just saying like there's not gonna be a patsy. Like we're gonna do something in the next 6 months. As far as I understand.
Plans are in place.
Plans are in place.
AK, don't worry about it.
Good enough.
So, you split. Head home. And at least 3 of you also head home.
Mm-hmm.
On the road again.
Stupid road that we hit the dirt. Ow, ow, ow.
In the
ow.
dirt again.
Not again. I fell out of, or not fell out. Was kicked out of a fucking wagon.
I have one of the maps still loaded in here, actually.
You know, I was
Oh.
actually wondering if you had any of them.
I have one of them still.
Is the
Which
house?
one?
See. It's part of the house, yeah.
Yeah. Is it the basement?
It's not.
The tunnel
Oh.
network.
It's the upstairs.
It's the upstairs. But
Okay.
I'm grabbing the other one real quick.
Gotcha.
So I guess I ask, Seraph Buyog, as you head back with the siblings Umpoye, do y'all do anything?